Hello everyone, I'll Survive here, welcome back to Tomb Raider Chronicles. We're in a sinking submarine and we've got to get off it, and we're in quite the unique situation here that we begin the level by going backwards, hop back a few times, press action and you'll grab this ladder and you can carry on down, and we have our very first enemy of the level right at the end of this corridor. So start shooting the minute you get a lock and try and keep your distance if you can, minimise the number of shots. And did I even take any damage there? I don't think I did. Brilliant. Another guy will trigger when you're on this tile though, I think, or maybe here. So I'm just going to hop back. There are some Uzi clips there on the floor. Just going to wait for this guy to come baying for my blood. And oh, I'm taking damage this time. Sad times. That may be the only damage we take this level though, if we're lucky. Okay, that is two dudes taken care of. Oh, they both drop things. One is a set of Desert Eagle clips that we have there. I think that's from the second guy. And then we have the Uzi clips. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's press on through this flooded vessel and come round in this direction. It looks like there are more corridors to take than there actually are. There was a left turn we could have taken there, but it's a dead end. There's just kind of a tile of twisted metal that doesn't actually let you any further. So don't worry about getting lost. I mean, you may still get lost. Heck, I may still get lost, but we'll see how we do. Case in point, we've got two ways to go here. The correct way to go first and foremost is this way, into this both flooded and fiery passage, and we have to jump over this fire without igniting, and I'm not always perfect at getting this right, I'm not going to lie. I think roughly, if you try to be the centre of the tile before the fire, you can make it, but it's not a hard and fast rule. So see how you do. And then come into this room here. Again, it looks like there's lots to do, but there isn't actually that much. There are some shelves. The only shelf that actually has anything of any value, or indeed anything at all, is this one, which has the Uzis on it, I believe. There we go. And in fact, I'm going to equip them now, in case I forget, because I'm definitely going to use them. And in several of these rooms, you will see there are vents open in the ceiling, and it looks like you can take them, but you'll be disappointed. There's nothing there. They're all dead ends, so don't worry. Okay, and if you come roughly to the centre of the tile here, and then side jump, you can jump over. Happy day. Right, now head back to the kitchen TV room that we saw in the previous version of this level. We've got some cables that are dangling down from the ceiling there, and they are live, just in case you were wondering, and they are electrifying the water, so that means we can't really go in it. It's not instant death if you do land in the water, but you do lose your health quite quickly, so I don't recommend it. There's a doorway there on the left that we will be going through way later when we have neutralized the water, but until then we just need to be a little bit careful. So hop across and then jump in this direction and hold the action button as you jump, so that Lara doesn't smash her head in the ceiling, and then press action again for the same reason, to jump safely here. Have your Uzis ready and come around into this corridor, and in this direction shoot this guy before he can shoot you and take him down. He's dropping a key item, a key card in fact, so take it. And once again, not an awful lot on these shelves except on this one. I think it's this one where there is a small medipack. There we go, never going to use it, but nice to have. Right, now we need to backtrack somewhat. So emerge from that room, come back in this direction, back towards the electric room of death over here. And I'm going to take the left-hand side this time, do a standing jump over onto this table, then another standing jump. We're basically going back the way we came, towards the fire. So jump over here. Nice toilet room, straight ahead. Nothing in there except toilets, and I think Lara's fine, so we'll bypass it and we'll do standing jump and a grab here, lest we smash our heads on the ceiling. And then once again, standing jump, hold action, don't smash your head. Alright, let's see if we can avoid the fire. Get roughly to the centre of this tile here, and then do a standing jump over the flames. We live to fight another day. Are we centred? Is that the centre of the tile? What do we reckon, viewers? I think I'm going to risk it. Am I going to die? No, we're fine. Right, we came in from the left, so we now need to take the right and head round in this direction. We get some terrifying music, but don't be deterred. There is only one correct way to go, and that is this way. So fit the swipe card into the slot. There is a door sort of behind Lara, or to the left as it is now, to a fun looking room in there. Nothing in there. There's some shelves, there's some drawers, but there ain't anything on them, so don't waste your time. We have another junction here. There's an electrified passageway there with a locked door. We will be neutralizing those wires in a bit and opening that door, but until then we need to come up this ladder and head up in this direction. Not an overly long level. It can be a little bit complicated. I mean, it didn't take me that long on my first playthrough, honestly. You just need to get to grips with all the twists and turns. And anyway, speaking of which, even more twists and turns, there's a room that we can kind of go in there now. We could jump our way across it, but we're going to wait till we've killed the electricity before we visit that room. So work your way around in this direction into the flooded control room. Plenty to do in here, and actually... No, I'm going to come this way first. Sorry, I was contemplating what order to do everything in. It doesn't really matter, but there is a door here that we do need to open. So turn the valve and open it, and as soon as we go through, we're going to get a cutscene.
I knew the dog Sergei would be the end of us all. He infects my ship with his greed. And now we are all doomed.
We have a chance. The escape pod, come on. I'll help you.
I do this only to help my man. He babbles of the biblical spear, and I feed his madness for money to feed our families. And now to these corpses left for the fishes.
Yarofem, I can help you. But you must help me. The ship is about to impact into the ocean bed, and then our time is up. We must hurry.
The escape pods have no internal air supply. You will find oxygen tanks in my stateroom. I hear my ship dying. The internal seams are splintering.
Okay, so we have a key. We're going to be coming back. Yarofeth, hold tight. Right, come back into the control room here, and we will now do the thing that I was contemplating doing before. We need to jump onto this, or jump over this map table here. Gosh, oh man, this could take a while. Right, hop elegantly up onto here. Crikey, that took ages. And you will see there's a broken vent up in the ceiling there. So shoot it out with Lara's pistols, and then do a standing jump and a grab, and crouch up into the space and shuffle in this direction. Again, you can't go in the other direction. Well, I mean, you can up to a point, but it's another dead end. So I'm saving you the time. Don't worry. Follow the vent round in this direction. You will see a closed vent waiting for you on the floor. So line up, press action, and Lara will open it. And then you can just kind of crash into the room here. You won't lose any health. There aren't any items on the shelf, so don't worry, but there is a switch up here that we need to grab. This is going to kill the electricity. We're going to be plunged into darkness. And we will actually be returning to this room right at the end of the level because there's a locked door there and there's something inside it. So stay tuned. Until then, though, we need to backtrack. And it does get a little bit faffy. I get a little bit tired of crawling in this vent, not going to lie. But apart from that, not an overly difficult level, and not a very difficult level to get through without using a med pack either. So I think you'll be fine. You probably don't even need me. Anyway, crawl out of the vent and press jump as you emerge so that Lara flips out. And now we can head back in this direction towards the room that we bypassed before with all the cables, which is here. And now that we have killed the electricity, we can walk in the water without death and claim a large med pack that's on the floor there. And round this corner, there are some Desert Eagle clips, so be sure to get those. We are going to get the Desert Eagle in a hot sec. In fact, let's grab it right now. Come towards these totally safe cables and come around to this corner. There is the Desert Eagle, and I think we only get 1 or 2 opportunities to use it. It's so sad. It's a great weapon. I'm going to equip it now in readiness. And before you leave this room, be sure to grab this nitrogen canister that's waiting on top of this broken table thing here. Lovely. Right, now we're doing more backtracking, so head towards the door and bank a right as you leave and hop down the ladder. We're now going to go down another flooded corridor that was previously electrified but is now safe, and that is in this direction. High cables, come towards the door and use the key that Yarofeth Yarefeth, I'm not quite sure of his name, but the key that he gave us anyway. Open the door and welcome to his stateroom, or his state quarters? I can't remember what he called it. There are loads of wardrobes in here for us to ransack, and half of them are empty, half of them have goodness in them. This is the first one you need to come to. This has the oxygen cylinder, or the oxygen canister, I think it's technically called. So grab that, don't bother with the other one, and then hop around in this direction and take the left-hand one again over here. If you're after all items, it's not overly exciting, there's only a small med pack in this cupboard, yours if you want it. And then we could actually just go and finish the level right now, but we have some secrets to grab, so we're going to go do that. There are only 2 in this level, and you don't get them right until the end. But have your weapon drawn as you come back into this corridor, because there are going to be a couple of dudes. There's 1, there's 2, and that is the only time we get to use the Desert Eagle. It's so sad. Good thing we killed them, though, because this is the second key that we need. Let's grab that. That will give us access. Well, that will unlock the door that we saw in the room with the electricity switch, if you remember that. Until then, though, oh boy, we need to come back in this direction and once again survive the fire traps. Will I manage it? Oh, let's see, there is a jump over there. Phew, and... oh, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? No, that's too close. That's too close. Let's see if this does it. Hop over the fire there. Phew, and we live. And obviously, because we killed the electricity, this room is now completely safe, and we can come through to this kitchen room that was previously electrified and grab the first secret of the level, the gold rose, very like the second secret of the level, spoiler alert, and then more backtracking. We're going to make our way back to Yarefeth this way, so hope you remembered it, and that means fire traps. Oh yes, are we centered with this tile? I'm going to take another step forward and try my luck. Are we centered with this one? Kind of. I get so nervous. I feel like I'm really far away. Is that too close? I'm trying it. I'm doing it. We're over. We're safe. We live. We never have to see those fire traps again in this level. Rejoice. Okay, let's go this way towards the ladder and make our way back up to the control room. I'm going to go to the center of the ladder for the funsies. I'm in the middle of a very busy school day right now. It's 3 o'clock exactly in the afternoon. I still have 1 lesson to do. I never thought there'd be a reality where I am somewhere between teaching and ministering and all those kinds of things and recording videos whenever I get a modicum of free time. It's crazy. Right, again, we could just finish the level now. All that we need to do is return to where Yarefeth was and place the canisters in their slots, but there is one final secret for us to grab, and that means air vents. Yeah, so do a standing jump and a grab up to here and take the long but relaxing crawl journey back to the room with the electricity switch. So follow the venting round and come around to here. This was where there was a hatch in the floor that we opened, and we can just plunge down into the room now like that without fear. It's pretty dark, but I'm not even sure if I have any flares I could light. I'm sure you'll be fine. Come to this door here and use the bronze key that we got from the enemy that we shot with the Desert Eagle. That opens the door into this room. More shelves with nothingness, but there are these drawers here, one of which has the second and final secret of the level. There we go. Let's check the old statistics screen. Where are we? There we go, we have 18 of 36. That's how many you should have at this point in the game. And now backtracking, again, we just need to return to the control room and return to our Russian friend and put the canisters in the receptacles so that we can escape, so that we can live. Yes, I have a lesson coming up in about an hour. I'm doing a thing called Helping Hands, which is a bit of a tricky one to teach. I say teach, I'm not a teacher, not technically. So teach with big air quotes, because it's an extracurricular activity and we have to find jobs around the school. Me and about 13, 14-year-old kids. We have to find helpful jobs around the school that we can do. And trying to find helpful things to do is tricky. I think today we're going to be clearing stones off a field. I don't know if there are any. We have to try and kill 50 minutes of that. Maybe we could just do it slowly. Right, here's our friend. I didn't show you this ladder before, but if you climb up it, as I'm doing now, we will find the receptacles that we need to end the level. We're going to put the canisters into their slots. We have one hatch open here, and I believe this is for the nitrogen one. So put the nitrogen canister into the receptacle. That opens the hatch for the oxygen one, and as soon as we put this in, it will be the end of the level. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to let the cutscene and the FMVs play out, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.
Yet, no time. The hull is breached, and we will drown soon. With the oxygen, you escape now.
Not without you.
I am Admiral Yarofev of the Russian Imperial Navy. I have served my great country for many years, but the country I know withers. The bear lies down to sleep for its final time, and I wish also this fate on the ship I have grown to love.
No deal.
Yes, deal. For the outer airlock can only be opened from inside the ship. This is my gift to your child. I release you to a future beyond this dying vessel.
And my gift to you?
Tell my story. Tell how the proud men of the Russian Navy fought against the enemy from inside and sacrificed their lives for that their country may once again stand proud.
You have my word.
I salute you. Quickly, into the airlock, and I will release you.
Goodbye, Admiral.
Lara saw enough of the power of this artifact to recognize its rightful place was where man could never again misuse it.
And not enough for it to destroy her. Some powers are beyond the wit of man.
Oh dear, gentlemen. I do apologize. It seems someone up above has a sense of humor. If you will excuse me a moment, I shall fetch candles.
It is a night spurred by hell.
And as the horsemen drove ever onwards across the world, the heavens boiled in their wake. Ah, benefits of a religious education. This night reminds me of the time out at Canusi.
Winston's home?
Indeed, yes. The staff had taken leave due to flooding. Lara, back when she was a slip of a girl, was staying with Winston and his wife. It was her that contacted me, as a matter of fact. Some trouble out on one of the islands. Weird lights, manifestations, that sort of thing. Thought I might be able to help. It was on a hellish night like this when I arrived. Evening, Winston. And how would I be able to help? So, people have seen these apparitions out on the island.
There is talk of little else in the village, Bram. I'm doing all I can to keep this gossip from Lara.
You would be a wise man. It would be unwise for her curiosity to draw her to that place.
And you have some idea of what it could be?
To be frank with you, no. But as the devil finds work for idle hands, I've spoken with Father Finnegan and have a boat chartered for the crossing late on this very evening.
Good Lord, Bram. You have not chosen the evening for it.
I have my faith to protect me, Winston.
Be careful. I fear on that island it's what you cannot see that will hurt you, Bram.
Time to get to the bottom of this, old friend.